Hi all, welcome back to the channel, and today in this video we are moving next for the another part of page object model playlist. And so here I'm going to automate few more scenarios. So in the last few videos where we have automated login with standard users, and then login with invalid user, and then login with no credentials, and finally there is a fourth scenario, that is test logout. Now let's automate one more scenario in the login. This is also another negative scenario, or also you can say it's a kind of security testing related scenario, because the scenario I'm going to explain you right now, that I want to check this thing. Let's say I'm just copying this URL now. Let me log out from this page, and if I just hit this URL, whether it let me log in or let me access this inventory page or not. Okay, so that's one scenario you should always test, because what happens sometimes if this is not properly developed, or maybe there is some security loopholes is there. In that case, if we hit enter, you can see now it's giving error like we cannot access, because you can only access this page when you are logged in. So it's very good thing like they are handling this scenario. But I have seen some website, I mean that's called like vulnerable websites. So in that, if what you can do, I mean, when you try to do these things, so it will let you log in, so or let you access that page even though you are not authorized, right, or authenticated. Because I mean here it should be authenticated, because you are not authenticated yet, but still you are able to access your login, your home page of that application, so which is absolutely incorrect. And so this scenario we can test now of through our playwright test. So let's add this scenario. And here I am going to POM page. I'm going to add one more test method, that is definition test underscore, what should be the scenario. So access inventory without login. Okay, so next we should actually we should just copy this part, and here page equals to setup tear down and login. So see, now what we are doing, we are just once so here what is happening, in the com test file, where is the com test, it is here. So in com test we are first launching this website. After that, what we are doing, we are just navigating to this this URL, right? No, not this one. I think I have to copy again. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so this website or this URL I need to copy. So what we are doing, we are just navigating now page dot go to. Okay, and then when we are trying to navigate to this page, now we should get this error message. So if I just log out, and if I try to access this page again, now we should get this error message. So we have already captured this error message locator, so that we can use now. So let's create this object of login page and expect login page dot error message locator dot to contains text. And what text I'm expecting, I'm expecting this text you can only access. Okay, simple. Now let's run it. So we can run it using this command pytest -s dash dash headed, and we can give some slow motion as well, slow mo of 2000 milliseconds, and the test name is, I think, it should be, what you can do, like we can just copy this and add -k 0. So we are just using one keyword. The keyword is the name of that method, and we are just running the single test, that is test access inventory access test access inventory without logging. Let's see what happens. Okay, you can see one is selected. Okay, so we got the error message and the test passed. Okay, so this scenario is done. Now let's move to another scenario, and that should be, now let me log in again. See, there could be n number of scenarios. Okay, you can find n number of scenarios, but I cannot automate all these scenarios. So what I'm just selecting in random order, like let's say now, so I just want to cover one end-to-end scenario. So for that, maybe some scenario would be like a small scenario, a small set of scenarios, so that can be automated in a separate way, and then we can integrate everything together, right? So here what we can do, like once we move to this page, now what we can do, like we can click on this add to cart button. Okay, and once we click on this add to cart button, it goes here, right? So you see this item is there, but if you just click on this remove again, it's again becomes add to cart, right? So what we can do, we can just try to automate this. Let's say what happens, like the thing is, like you have to select this add to cart button based on the name of the t-shirt, or name of this whatever t-shirt is there. So you just have to pass the value of the text of the t-shirt. Let's say sauce labs bike light. So it would click this add to cart of this t-shirt, and then I mean, now I'm clicking on the remove button. So it could be, it should be like what is I want to give, okay, that on that basis. So it should not be always add to cart, I mean clicking on add to cart this t-shirt. Okay, it should be only what I'm trying to pass. I hope you got it right. So let's do that. So first we need to identify this locator. So first let me go to add to cart. So here we need to find a XPath. So this should be a dynamic XPath. Okay, so that we can click on this add to cart button based on this name. So here is the button, and if we go up here, you can see this is there, and if you click here, you can see this name is there, right? So okay, fine. So what we can do, we can just copy this part. So slash div text this one. So now we got this locator, but we have to reach here, right? So this is coming under this. So what you have to do, we have to go to its ancestor, and So we got this one. Now we have to reach here, so that is like the following sibling we can apply. So we reached here using following sibling, and then we need to go to the button, right? So that should be this one. So now you can see this is a dynamic XPath, so we can change this name, and this should highlight this add to cart. If I give this name sauce labs backpack, then it should highlight this add to cart. Okay, now it is highlighting only this one, because you can see this sauce labs bike light is given. Now I can copy this XPath and put it here. So now what should we put, right? So this should go in this product list page, right? And here we can add it. um, so basically we can add it like this, like self dot underscore add to cart. Page dot locator, right? But the problem is here, this should be dynamic. Okay, now you need to create one method which should return us this locator based on this text, whatever text. If you change this text, then that locator should change. Okay, so it should, this locator, this three locator is static, because I mean this is not changed based on anything, so that is why it is static. But this locator, this add to cart locator, is dynamic. Now to make it work, what we can do, we can create another method here. So that should name as get add to cart locator, and we can give the name, or we can give the product. We can call it just product, and now we can return what we can return. We can return page dot locator. Now you may be wondering, like, if I give page, it's giving error, right? Because there is no page here in the parameter section. So we are accessing this instance variable, that is self dot page, that is given here, this one. So now the error is gone. Now we can just give this value, and this product should be coming here like this. And here we need to give one if string, so that it becomes a if string formatted, if string formatted, so that like now it is dynamic, right? Based on the product, it's changed. Okay, I hope you got it. Now what else we need? So we have to, we are able to click on this add to cart button, and it becomes remove as well. So this remove buttons is also same, right? Because we are not giving, we are not anywhere, we are not giving like this button here, we are not adding any text, I mean button, and then we can add like what is the name of the button. So at the rate add to cart, but I want to make it generic so that it works for both add to cart and remove, and based on the extracted text we can verify whether the product is added to the cart or removed from the cart. Okay, now get add or remove, we can change this name. Okay, so it looks bit bit lengthy, but I think it's okay. We can reduce it later. Get add, you can remove this add, or so add remove product cart. I think can leave this like the add remove cart. Okay, add remove cart locator. I think it looks okay now. So let me add one comment here. So this will return locator of add to cart button or remove button. Okay, what next? So we clicked on this remove button. So now let's see, let's create one scenario like whether this gets changed or not, so that we can verify quickly whether this is correct or not. So let me add another test file that is called python test product list. Okay, and here we can just copy one single scenario, this one. Okay, so we got this one, and we can copy this. No, we do not need it, we need it. Okay, let's no need to add it, but later if you required we can add it. Okay, so what we have done, we just copy this test login standard user. Now we have to replace it with test add to cart. Okay, and here we are doing we have logged in successfully. So once we logged in, we are logged in, then what we are doing, we are just clicking any product, right? So let's say I want to click on this locator. This one. So let's inspect it, copy this part and paste it here. So the product name, and here, okay, so we got the product name. Now we got also the products p, so that is products page object dot get add remove cart locator, and the product name we are passing this one. So we got this locator, right? Now once we got this locator, that means we can click on it using this click method. Okay, but we already know, like, we cannot use this click operation here, right? So that is why we have created these pages. So that's we can add it here. So let's add one more wrapper method called definition click add to cart. Okay, or yeah, click add to cart, and this should be like get self dot get and also we need to pass the product name, right? So that's we will be passing from our test class. So product, and here it's the product, right? And dot click, right? So we have clicked on this add to cart button, and let's see. Now let's go the test. Why it's giving error? Does it match with outer internet? Okay, and here it should be like this. Okay, so this doesn't require, so we can do something like this. So um, product speed dot click, no, this one, click add to cart. And once we click on the add to cart, so to click on the add to cart, we have to pass the product name as well. So now it goes here, so it takes this parameter as product name that we are passing from the test page or test class. And here it is getting this locator of add, add or remove cart, and then it is clicking on it, right? Okay, so we have clicked on that add to cart button. So once we clicked on it, it should change to remove, right? So that's we can put an assertion. So expect, what we are expecting, we are expecting this product P, so this should come from sync API, right? Yep. So products P dot um, to have text, and what is the text? That is remove, right? You can inspect it, you can check it. Yeah, this is the remove button. So what we can do, we can let's see whether it throws any error for capital remove, then otherwise we can replace it with this remove, right? So let's I mean, put it like this and expect this product be, yeah, I think this should work. Now let's run it. So one selected, so I think the one that we just did, that is selected. And let's see whether it successfully execute or not. Yep, it logged in, and you can see it clicked on this product, but it failed. Now let's see why it is failing. Okay, so it's saying unsupported type. Okay, value error, right? So let's see why it is giving value error. Oh, okay, we did a mistake here. Product p dot get this one. Now it should work. Let's run once again. Yep, this time also failed, but let's see what is the issue. So one require positional argument product. Oh, okay, again we did this silly mistakes. So product name we need to pass. Okay, let's run it once again. Okay, so it's saying unexpected value removed. So okay, so as you know, like I was expecting like this can fail, I mean, or this may fail because the I have given the capitalized removed, so I have to give this one. Okay, now we can run it. I think this time it should pass. Okay, so as expected it is passing. So let's automate the next one, that is let's say if we click on this remove button now, it should also remove. That means we should see this add to cart. Okay, and this would be exactly same. So you can also try from your side, or let me know if you can do it. So basically I can show you, but you can just pause it and try to do it by your own, but I will show you now. So let me copy this part, and so I'm creating separate test for each scenario so that it should not be independent, right? So let me copy this again. I think, see, this whole part would be same. Okay, so test remove product from cart. So we have added the product. Now we are again clicking on the same, but this time we are actually removing from the cart. Right now, see, this method, again, this method is something which is generic for adding to the cart and removing from the cart, right? So what we can do, we can do one thing here. We can update this method name, click add to cart or remove. Okay, remove, and update this method here in test product list page. Yeah, okay, so this time we are actually removing it, and we can just verify it again using this sign. So this should be now add to cart. Again, let's check the again let's check this add to cart. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, so it is failing. Let's see why it is failing. So attribute error, product list page object has no attribute, click add to cart. So let's see. click add to cart. Okay, so this should be replaced by this method name because we have refactored that method and updated the added a new method name. Now let's see. Now it is changed to remove. Now again it clicked on the remove button and it passed. So the test is passing for both add to cart and remove cart button. Although what you can maybe if you feel like why we're doing the repeating steps again and again, so basically we should create separate test for each scenarios. Also you can add these two lines here in after this one, but see, the every scenario should be having one objective only, so that is why I'm creating a separate test. And what you can do something like that, like you can put these common steps in another com test file with the different setup and tear down method. So let's say currently we are using this setup and tear down, right? So this is coming from this com test here. So basically you can create another setup tear down, that is setup tear down 2, and in that what you can do, you can just let me show you that as well. So let's see setup tear down 2, and this what we're doing here, we are actually after go to this page, um, maybe these common steps, I don't know if it would be possible right now, because this is in um, let's see where is this product list, right? So okay, probably we will see a different approach to resolve this, because if you think like it's not a good thing, but maybe in future video we can update it. But for now I think it looks fine, absolutely fine, because these are just a small test, and when you integrate at a time, oh, when you create an end-to-end test, then that time it should not be any problem, right? So for now let me remove this part, this contest, this one. Okay, so basically you can try first, let's see, see if you can update this contest file. You can create another new fixture of setup teardown method and try to add these common steps, these common steps in the contest file and run it only, like this should be executed just once, or I mean it shouldn't be copied like this, but this is absolutely fine because we want to execute these steps every time, right? So if you just want to reduce the number of lines of code, then you can try that approach to put this code in the contest file and run it. I hope it's clear now. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.